Hey y'all, guess what time it is? Yes, it is that time of year again. It is time to talk about school. So let's get into it. I love homeschool. I am a big advocate for it. If you can homeschool, please do so. I highly recommend. Concentrating on your children's education and their environment is something that will change their lives. And it can make the bond between you and your child or children grow stronger. So I love it. I give out information for it. I help people as much as I can. If it works for your family, if it works for your child, do it. And of course, you won't know unless you try. So, one thing that I recommend that you try is Power Homeschool. If you would like a leading platform dedicated to empowering parents and helping them educate their children, then this is the one you need. Power Homeschool can help give your child a high quality education right from your home. There is a number of classes that you can choose from, courses in just about every subject. They even have electives, and there's more than one option for each subject. So you don't have to be stuck in one little box. You can broaden the horizons of your child so they can learn a little bit more and have a little bit wider of an education than they would if they're in a traditional school, because you can help pick their classes and you can monitor their progress by using the parent portal. You can assign their classes and track their work through this portal. So you'll know everything that they're doing and how much time they're spending in each subject. So if you're letting your child do most of this on their own, you can check and go behind them and make sure that they're doing it and that they're spending as much time in it as you would like for them to. Power Homeschool uses the Acellus learning program. There's videos, coursework, activities for them to do. It really helps them understand what they're actually looking at, and they can take their time. So if they're not quite catching on, they can spend more time in it than they could in a traditional classroom because you're not timed. You don't have to rush for everyone to fit all of this into a designated time frame. So if they need more time, they can spend more time on it. You can go to the library and teach them how to research. And this also gets them some socialization out in the wild, right? And they're learning how to look up information in person instead of just on a computer. Because holding a real book in your hand is wonderful. At least I think so. I love a real book. So you can use the online homeschool program through Power Homeschool, but you can also supplement with outside sources, which is great to help your child learn and build on top of what they're seeing in the computer. On the other side of that, if they're catching on really fast and they would like to move on, then there's plenty of opportunity to do that. You don't have to be stuck in a time frame. You can go as fast or as slow as your child needs, which I think is great because when they're in a classroom in a traditional school, they're really held to those timelines. They have, if people are falling behind, they just fall behind and they don't get that extra time to really understand and grasp the lessons that they are trying to learn. But in a homeschool situation, it's completely different, and I absolutely love it. I also love being able to choose the courses. There are choices in the Power Homeschool program, and I think that's great. And your child can help choose their programs. So if they're interested in something, then it may be available. And there's so many electives for each grade level. So it's not just, well, you have one, two, three things, and that's what you get to pick from. You have multiple. And I love that there is so much more opportunity in a homeschool situation for children to learn more than the traditional classroom setting allows for. Parents can definitely see everything that their children are doing and track it. And the system will let you know if they're falling behind or it's noticing something that they need to work on. And the children can see their progress as well, which I think is a really good thing. The students can look at their progress and see what they have to do for the class and how far that they've come. And I think that gives a little bit more encouragement to a child for them to be able to see, okay, this is where I'm at in this program, and this is how much I have left to do. It gives them more accountability for their own work, which is important because when they're grown, they're going to need to be accountable for their own work. Please keep in mind that Power Homeschool is not a school. It is a homeschool and curriculum resource. It is something for you to use in your own homeschool. Also, underneath this video, I will link the Power Homeschool website so that you can go check it out, because I highly recommend that you do. If you're looking for a homeschool program, this is really one that you need to consider. I personally have friends that use this program for their children, and they really, really like it. So it's not just me. I'm not just saying, hey, this is great, which I am, but I know from experience and hearing what my friends have said and how they utilize it for their children. And the children really like the program. Just head on over to the Power Homeschool website, check it out for yourself, watch the videos, see what it's all about, and try to decide if you think this is a good fit for your family and your child. Because I know every family's different, every child's different, but I personally think that this is a great program, and I recommend go check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are using a homeschool program, please drop it in the comments below this video, because I'm very curious as to what you're using. And if you're using Power Homeschool, let me know what you think about it. And y'all go check the comments out and see what other parents think about this program. And you can have that conversation in the comments below and give each other pointers and help each other out. Thank you guys again, and I hope to see you next time. Bye, y'all.